Welcome again on another travel flight video. On today's episode, we're flying for the first time ever on Air Canada business class, fully lie-flat seat from Toronto Pearson International Airport to Vancouver. We'll be evaluating the check-in process, the security, lounge access, and onboard experience. Also watch all the way to the end and I will let you know how I scored this seat. Hope you enjoyed this flight as we travel to Vancouver. If you are new to our channel, we are The Ponzo Adventure, and here on our channel we provide travel tips in the format of flight and hotel reviews and safety tips so that you can travel safely while maximizing your travel. If this is the type of content that you enjoy, consider subscribing. Let's start. Our journey begins at Pearson, where we have just arrived from Raleigh, North Carolina. Originally, our flight was at 7 p.m. Due to weather conditions, we are asking to be moved to an earlier flight at noon. Hey guys, so I'm now in Toronto and I'll be going to Vancouver. Goal here today is to try to get on the earlier flight, but if we're not able to get on the earlier flight, we're then going to try to stick with our flight because, as you can tell, it is snowing already here. So hopefully we can get on the earlier flight so that way we don't ever have to be facing a delay. They already start canceling any flights from 8 p.m. on, so I'm hoping our 7 p.m. flight will still be able to fly on time. You're starting your journey from Pearson and you're flying business class. The check-in area is all the way to the right side of the terminal. Business class check-in at Pearson is segregated for priority passengers only. This reminds me of the experience I had with Qatar and British Airways. The process was quick and painless. Now into the security. Priority Express security is located just behind the check-in area. The process was quick with no issue. For US and Canadian citizens with global entry or Nexus, you also have an expedited line here. The Air Canada lounge is located just above after security checkpoint. The lounge is okay. It is not that fancy in relation to other premium lounges, but it is a great place to wait for the flight. When I got here, it was empty, but 30 minutes later, it got crowded. So I'm now here at the lounge. I was actually able to get on the 12 o'clock flight, so I'll be leaving early. I'm still in business class, which is awesome. Hopefully nothing gets delayed or canceled. But I'm on that flight, so hopefully we can leave early and actually arrive early in Vancouver. So the experience so far here at the airport has been great. It didn't really take that long. From the time I actually arrived from Raleigh, Durham, I went out through the arrivals, and then I went back to the connecting side so I can get into the business class side. Great experience, to be honest. From the time I went to the business class area to check in and going through the security, it was about 10 minutes. So which is not too bad. So again, so far so great. Now we're just going to see how the experience on board is like. So hopefully you actually enjoy watching this video. And if you enjoy watching this video, give it a thumbs up, huge like. And if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to our channel. To be fair, the lounge is a standard lounge at best in comparison to American Airlines, United, and Delta clubs. It is not a premium club in the likes of Amex, AA Flagship, or even Qatar Airways. But they do offer a variety of food items and a place to sit while you wait for your flight. Definitely better than being in the waiting area with everyone. As for food, in the morning they have breakfast items such as eggs, fruits, and assorted carbs and sweets, while around 11 a.m. they change to lunch menu. As for the lunch menu, they have pasta, fried rice, orange chicken, burgers, in addition to the salad items. I selected the burgers and they were delicious. While we wait for our delayed flight, I'm able to check the menu of food on the flight. Take the time to read by pausing the video. This is a cool feature that allows you to be able to see what will be served in the flight before you get there. It eliminates the need to want to review the menu on board. You are prepared to just order when you board. The lounge is getting busier and the snow is still coming down. Hope we are not delayed too much. Time to make our way to our gate and wait for our flight. Toronto Airport is beautiful and there's a lot to see such as shops, food, and more. So we just came from the lounge, and now we're gonna go and board our flight. So hopefully it's not delayed any further, but right now we're about 50 minutes delayed. So hopefully we can be able to get going on time and miss this snowstorm that's coming up. But anyways, the lounge was great. Now it's time for us to just get ready and go to Vancouver. As I got to my gate, I was in for a surprise. It was full of people as the flight was sold out to the point that they were looking for volunteers. It was tempting, but I wanted to make it to my flight. There was a clear sign of impatient customers as they were crowding the boarding lines. Anyways, we'll be sitting for 5 hours and a half, and therefore standing here is not that bad for the legs. Here's the bird taking us to this 5.5 hour to Vancouver. Time to board. The boarding process started with Group 1 and somehow the chaos sorted itself. This is my first time ever flying on Air Canada business class and it was exciting. Alright, time to board. Boarding right now. Going to the plane. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our first ever business class seat on Air Canada. I'm in love with this flight already. This is the reverse herringbone seats that I'm used to and taken on other flights already. The configuration for this plane is business class, premium economy, and 2 economy cabins. Here's a sample seating. Apologies for the quick moving images as I was trying my best to capture the cabins. My first impression of this cabin is positive one. It was clean and looked like a few years old. I don't have exact information on the plane age or the year of delivery, so I'm just going over based on what I'm seeing. Since we are in business class, we will concentrate on that. The business class consists of 32 seats with 1-to-1 configuration. I'm in seat 7K. First impressions of the seat, this is really nice. This is similar to the seat on American Airlines Boeing 777, so we're familiar with it. Let's look around to see what amenities are provided on this 5.5 hour flight. You have a blanket to use if you get cold, the mattress topper, and a pillow. You also have noise cancelling headphones, a bottle of water, and a food menu. As for the seat area, you have a storage space where you can store your phone and passport. You also have a storage space below for your shoes, although mine wouldn't fit there. There's a 12-inch display screen for the entertainment system. More on the entertainment system later. A remote controller and your seat controller, and the remote controller contains massage mode. You also have headphones jack, USB-A and USB-C ports, and standard power outlet. You also have a seatbelt that goes over your shoulder, a small reading light for yourself so you do not disturb your flight mate, and plenty of legroom area. The table is also really sturdy and very functional for meals and working during flight. As for the position of the table, that is a bit questionable, but it does the job. Now let's relax and enjoy the flight to Vancouver.
Pocket or magazine rack explains the many safety features of this aircraft. Please review it sometime before takeoff.
Because it was snowing a lot more, the plane needed to be de-iced before departure. Therefore, we started our pushback and lined up to be de-iced. This process took about 20 minutes total before we were on our way. As they de-iced the plane, this is a great opportunity for me to start enjoying the movies available on this flight. First on the list, Woman King. Then it was time for takeoff. Unfortunately, due to the weather condition, we were unable to record the takeoff. As we take off, this will be a great time for me to ask for you to hit the thumbs up on the video if you're enjoying it so far.
After the takeoff, I took the liberty to start enjoying my flatbed seat. This seat is for sure a great seat and it was comfortable. I just wish that I was flying it longer and not just a 5.5 hour flight. "45 minutes after takeoff, the meal service started. Not sure the reason behind the slow start of the service. I didn't mind it anyways as I watched my movie and did a bit of work. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We started with a warm nut and a choice of beverage. For me, this was wine. In addition for the starter, I asked for a champagne, which came with salmon, potato with salad, and a fresh warm bread. "30 minutes later, the cod main dish was served. As we enjoy our meal, let me tell you how I scored this seat. I searched on United Airlines since I had points for a one-way from RDU to Vancouver. It came to 15,000 points for economy class. Initially, I could only see mixed cabin tickets for 28,000 points for business class, which meant business for my first segment from RDU to Toronto and economy from Toronto to Vancouver. However, later, I was able to find this from mixed cabin to fully business class for the same amount of points. I canceled my original ticket and rebooked for the 28,000 points and $35 in taxes. These seats goes for a minimum $1,200 on the Air Canada website.
There you go, sir.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Anyways, my meal was delicious and I have no complaint in that area. I enjoyed fully the meal and I think I got a bit tipsy since it's been a while since I had wine. I think 5 days. Later, a dessert cart came along and I selected the cheese plate. This was also good.
So, first time ever, we're going to try the call button. See how long it will take for them to get here. Hi, can I have more coffee, please?
Yeah, did you want more Baileys in it?
No Baileys, just coffee and cream, please. Thank you. That was like 13 seconds. That's pretty good. That's really good. What do you think? Is it good? That was hot. Super hot.
Now it's time to review the toilet. Both the business class toilet and economy were spacious. However, the business class had the lotion for the customers that the economy class did not.
And both had changing tables if you're traveling with small children. Overall, they were both clean and no issues there.
Back to our seat to enjoy the rest of the movies we watch and speak about the entertainment system on board. This was a much upgraded experience than the previous flight, and I had a lot of movie selection. It was intuitive and responsive. We ended up watching Woman King and Black Adam for our flight.
Midway through the flight, a snack basket was passed around and I selected a few options.
As for the lie flat seat, it was comfortable and I was able to get at least 2.5 hours of sleep on that. It is now time for our descent, and at this time I would like to thank the cabin crew for making this flight enjoyable. As for the flight, I will say this has been a great experience and the rating for this flight is 4 out of 5, and this is because of the delay. Other than that, it has been a great flight. Will I fly again on Air Canada? I think so. I would like to try their long-haul business class experience on an international route, even though the seat configuration might be the same. Let me know in the comment if you have flown with Air Canada and what your experience was like.
As our journey is ending in Vancouver, I would like to express my sincere thanks to everyone that has been following our channel and to all the newcomers. We have recently just hit 1,000 subscribers here on our channel, and it wouldn't have been possible without you. To show our thanks, we would like to give away one of our business class flight amenity bags to one lucky winner. All you have to do is 1. Comment thanks below in the comment box, and 2. Follow us on IG. The winner will be announced on our next video posted on our channel.
Thank you again for watching. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. And if you enjoyed this business class experience, smack the like button and share with many other friends. See you on the next video.